Really? Back there? Like by the library? Oh, shit. Alexis and I used to walk Mace before he passed away over there. Oh, appreciate that, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Welcome to another episode of the Flycast. Oh my God, you're loud. Welcome to another episode of the Fly.
Welcome.
We just got one camera today.
Just look at Matt and he goes.
Welcome to another episode
of the Flycast episode.
Who gives a frick?
Who gives a frick? It's gay month.
One's in the chat if you're gay.
Absolutely. We love all of our gays that watch, listen. If you're listening right now and you're gay, I'm sorry. I said watch first. I meant listen and watch. All y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone who tunes in. Doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, they, them, who, where, when, why, black, yellow, purple, white.
Don't forget whites. It is white boy summer. I feel like last year was lesbian summer. I think this year's gearing up to be a little bit more.
What made last year lesbian summer?
Well, like Charlie XCX dropped her album. Billie Eilish dropped her album.
Oh.
It was a lot of. It was very. I think everybody was kind of getting over the rap beef, like the Kendrick Drake thing, and so they needed something lively for the summer, and so I think it was
something a little more chill.
Yeah, chill, but also not like too
chill.
Not like
just like.
Lesbian summer is more of like.
I guess maybe it was.
No, last year was for sure. I think it was.
And now it's.
I called it too. I knew it was coming.
Now it's gay boy summer.
No, white boy summer.
Oh, white boy summer.
Yeah, white boy summer. I think like.
When was the last time we had a summer?
It's been a while. It's been a while, but I think white boy summer is coming back. But let's not worry about that now because I don't want to trump gay month.
Well, you also don't want to throw me off what I've been doing. I'm locked in. You start saying white boy summer, I start heading outside. I'm getting tan, drinking.
What about gay month?
Don't get me started.
Okay. All right.
And you kind of already have. It reminded me of like some Scuff House days. And so I'm like, do I? Dude, I've had some girlfriends that were like, you might be gay.
Yeah. Remember I talked to a girl that texted you and thought I was gay for you. And that's why she left me.
Wait, say that again.
Do you remember that?
No. It's going to come back to me, though. I feel like I do kind of remember it.
I was talking to a girl. She came down here, and we hung out for a day, but then she hit on you the whole day. And so I was like, oh, like, if this is what... Or it felt like she was hitting on you.
Was that the girl with the... Was that her?
I think so.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do know what you're talking. Yes, it was.
It was her?
Yes, it was.
Okay, well, I'm not. I wasn't flirting with her. Or maybe I was. Maybe I was.
I think, well, I don't know if you were, but she just
it's like. Not flirting. It's just when I drink, sometimes I get into this zone of being. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you're not flirting, but you're. Charming. Sometimes I'll just be.
You're charming when you drink.
Sometimes I'd like to think so.
No. You weren't flirting with her. She was just kind of like we went to like a club, and she was just like She was like doing her own thing, which I was like, oh shit, all right. And so I was like, well, this is probably not gonna go anywhere. Yeah.
It wasn't anyways.
If I fly you out here and then you go hang out with other people that I know or that I don't even know, because she was like making her rounds around the club. I was like, oh, okay, well, this isn't for me. And then I didn't. So I didn't. We just kind of said our goodbyes, and I didn't text her whenever she got home. And then you told me like.
Same glasses.
You told me like 2 months later, you were like, yo, by the way, I need to ask you something. Because you told me that girl hit you up and said, hey, is Davis gay? Do you remember that?
I do kind of remember that. Yeah. I mean,
And
it
I
might
was
have been
like,
because.
What?
Yeah, I actually do remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember how the conversation went, but I do sort of remember that. I guess maybe because she visited, then went back, and you guys just never talked again.
Never talked again. Yeah.
Well, I mean, was that even a thought in your head? Because usually,
if I was gay?
No.
Oh.
If you were gonna because I feel like a lot of times, just off one hangout, or even just priorly knowing someone, you're like, all right, they're down to hang. We're being a little flirty. They're down to hang out or a fly out, whatever. But you already know, but this ain't gonna go anywhere. Or do you kind of give everything a chance? I feel like I know off first
impression,
first or second impression. I'm like, okay,
that was,
there would actually be potential.
That
here.
was first impression. That was we had been talking, but not dude. It was just I just, if you're gonna be a social butterfly, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But at least come back home, come back home every once in a while.
I mean, that it just, yeah. No,
come back around and visit.
If I was in, bro, I'm the same. I'm the same way. If I get hints, even relationships I've been in, or if I'm talking to a girl, and it doesn't even have to be I like her, but we're flirting and shit, and then I see her kind of doing roundabouts, and then it goes from wait, I thought it was just us and you're attached to me, to just oh, now I'll see you're wandering around talking to this person, this guy knows this group of girls, and I don't know, that should always stress me out, man. I definitely am I guess you could call it jealous. I mean, people just instantly will label something like that, jealous or insecure, but I mean, if that's what it is, I guess that is me, because that really fucking is me. I can't do even now, the single, I wouldn't even say dating life, but just the single life, when I go out now, and everyone's just such a whore. And
Wait,
I
really?
I don't know where my type used to be. I wanted a more social girl that not went out, but I always wanted a more social girl, not necessarily a hermit. Someone who, say, I could bring to Seth's place, and she's not attached to my hip,
right? Shit
like that. But lately it's lately, I don't know, bro. I almost feel like I'm just not, I don't even really care about fucking anymore. I'm not, I haven't been on the dating apps, because that's what dating apps are for.
They're fucking apps.
Yeah, they're just fuck apps. Well, at least I feel 90% of people kind of get it. If you're down to meet up, it's not saying you're going to fuck that night, but it's well, I don't know. Some people maybe have met their person, but
I like the stories of the couple that I saw a tweet one time that was my best friend has been dated a guy for 5 years, married him. They were married for 2 years, and now they have 2 kids together, and his name is still Brian Tender in her phone.
Really?
I'm that's kind of cute.
Yeah,
that's kind of cute.
It's I feel this day and age, it's perfectly fine. I feel back in the day, if you met someone on the internet, or a dating app or a dating website.
Oh, you'd get
back then. It was
murdered.
Dating websites, not even dating apps. But now it's obvious. Yeah, Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
The Warzone boys are doing. I can hear them behind us.
24/7
outside of our headphones. 24/7 stream. It reminds me, I'm not gonna lie, I walked in here, I took a picture, I sat down at the setup.
Yeah.
Or first off, before I even sat down, walked in here, took a picture. I was kind of just standing there, just looking. And then next thing I know, Joe's fucking alarm goes off, and I was like, oh man.
Oh, the days.
And I was like, great, someone's awake that I can talk to. So I said, what's up? He hops right up out of bed. I'm like,
ready to go.
And I was like, yo, we're about to do a Flycast soon, so if you guys are still sleeping, this, it might piss you off. He was like, nah, bro, we're about to be up. Set alarm for 10. Wake right up, go shower, hop on. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, what time are you guys going to sleep? He's like, oh, like 4, 5, 6. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, they're getting better sleep than we did.
That is true, because they're sleeping at the same time.
They're sleeping at the same time.
I wonder if any of them snore.
Text to speech, $25 wakes you up. That's the worst. Like,
oh no.
Oh no, 25.
No,
that's so. I'm so mad.
And it's just me so horny. Me so horny.
There
L.
was one that Joe said. It was, what was it? I don't know. Brain's not working, but there was some donation. He said people would spam because it was just the most annoying one. That's actually funny. We got to get text to. Well, first off, fucking PTSD seeing that.
Yeah.
I went on Z-Laner's stream and I was like, chat, this is kind of like, and I was going to say nostalgic. I was like, actually, it's kind of like PTSD. Though it was like, there's certain moments that are going to be, like in 2017, I was like, this is the worst year of my life. But like now looking back at it, I'm like, 2017 was great, sort of. But like during it, I was like, bro, I might just like, this ain't for me, man. I just don't like have what it takes, and I might just move it. It was like that kind of vibe. But now looking back at it, same with during the race to Prestige, I was like, I fucking hate everyone. I hate everyone here. Fuck this. I can't sleep. The sleep is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like an hour of sleep, and then I'm talking like 3 hours, but I'm waking up 20 times in the 3 hours, like just and then by the time you're on day 4, day 5, it's just the sleep deprivation on top of the stress of being, because it's not like we're just like up and then we're just chilling. Like we're like, oh, thanks very much for we got this shot. Oh, we got to do this workout. Oh, we got to fucking tape touche to a wall, and and we're screaming and food challenge, and it's just on top of that, all the sleep deprivation. It was just during it. Thank God for the sub trains, because obviously hit my highest sub count ever, which was insane, like 7,000 plus. So obviously enjoyed all that. Enjoyed even at the end when we were doing our interviews. I remember being like a little emotional. I was like, this was one of those moments, man. This was one of those moments. And now, but during it a little bit, I was like, bro, this is so stupid. I was like, people are time slots are pissing me off. Sleep's pissing me off. Motherfuckers waking me up. I don't know. I look back at it. My point is during it, I don't know if during it I did like it. Yeah. But I put on this persona like I was just super pissed because of the sleep. But afterwards, now thinking back, it's one of my favorite moments ever.
No, that was so much fun.
Is there any moment like that for you in OpTic to where like you look back at Infinite days and you're like, God, those were so low key. I love those days.
Low key, I love those days.
Like how I'm like, God, the race to Prestige was so annoying. Low key, that was a vibe. God, 2017 Scuff House was so AIDS.
Yeah, I don't think that about Scuff House at all. Scuff House was awesome. I don't, and not like a day that was all like that. I look back and I'm like, you know what, that was great. But the days that I don't even really remember, like I forget that it even happened, was that like weird OpTic house we lived in for a year.
Yeah,
on Blaine.
That was with the 18 million bugs in the garage.
Like what the hell? Like how did that even happen?
What did we do? was there a schedule for like content?
So we had that one.
Let me guess, I was in most content again.
We had but we had the OpTic Plays room. So like, who lived in that house? Me, you, Bose, Flame, Will, Aaron. Okay, so 6 people, and so we had one little like OpTic Plays room. People would come over. I think Raj was still shooting at that time before he went to Thieves, and so we would do like trivia videos and like gameplay videos and stuff. But I don't really remember doing much.
Don't remember doing too much.
I was vlogging, and TST had just started. You were doing GTA RP streams.
I did that for a little bit. Few months.
I don't know.
But it's like besides that, what else? I remember quitting Addy for like 6 months that year.
Really?
And that's why I got into GTA and drinking beers.
Drinking beers.
That's pretty much how that. Because once I stopped taking Addy, I was like, all right, well, I need I can't play competitively. This is just I have no focus, not locked in at all. This is just not gonna work. So then figured out GTA. Actually had like I got lucky because I feel like I started. I didn't get on a server with like a Zuma type of server or something. Like I joined a Randino server with Randino people, and they turned out to be like really good. Like there was this one guy named Billy, and his name was like Sketchy Grandmas. But he was he just had like some fat dude, no shirt on, just like a hillbilly. And he was just such a good, like there was so much potential for him to become like a bigger RP player. Like he was just like a drunk, like just, it was just a perfect RP player. So I got lucky with that. Like I instantly started, like everyone knew who I was, and they aren't streaming. So the whole world's basically revolving around what can happen on Maniac Street. Like I'm getting robbed, run over, fucking randomly shot. They're initiating me into gangs, but then they're turning on me or like just holding me for ransom, shit like that.
That shit sounds so fun.
But yeah, I got lucky with the RP stuff. I just don't know. Obviously, GTA 6 coming out in the next 10 years. I just don't know if I would do you think you would ever, like, you look at Zuma shit and he's like, what the fuck's going on over here? Like, do you think you could do a RP? But that's almost just him.
I could do it solo.
Could you role play?
Yeah, I think I could.
Like, as what?
I don't know.
That's what I like. Don't want to do.
I
feel not that I think it's cringe. I feel cringe when I role play because I don't think I'm good at like impersonations or like filling some.
So like, let's role play now.
Role.
Let's say you're you and I'm like a sexy nurse trying to give you a colonoscopy.
All right.
Actually, let's come up with something else. Yeah,
sexy nurse giving me a colonoscopy.
Yeah,
I'm the wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we'll come up with something else. But yeah,
no, but see, that's what I'm saying. We got to work on that.
Yeah, no, we'll have to work on it.
There's too much. It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know what character I would tap into for the future of OpTic GTA 6.
I wish we had like either a Minecraft server or a GTA server that like was only OpTic people, and like we had to play it. Like everyone played on it like every Tuesday night or something like that. Like that shit would be so fun.
Tired of other people having successful shit going for them.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. I wish everyone was kind of like broken shit.
Yeah. Because then it'd be like, yo, Minecraft on these days, GTA on these days, we're all in everything together.
Well, we in the watch party.
Well, what about my 80,000 views?
If I'm playing with you guys.
Zuma's Challengers event's going on. Meal Team 6. And then Bo's just... Other people just got other shit going on.
I stream tonight.
I got a scrim, Call of Duty. Halo. We're trying to go for a 3-peat. Like, fucking Christ. Find some free time for the low tiers. We need you to bring us up. Take your views. We get rich.
We've been working on this for 10 years.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Yeah, I've been working around these Halo boys.
Bro, APG retired and joined OpTic at the perfect time.
There was literally no.
This guy,
wasn't a plan. Well, he always says there was a plan to join OpTic, but this was not. I don't think this was.
It was like just a plan,
like no
like
watch
God's
party.
Plan?
Yeah, like God's plan. Like, but there was no like, yo, if I retire. There was no talks of like, yo, if I retire, we should do a watch party. Like I feel like there was someone else trying to get the credit for it.
I think maybe that just might have been in your own head.
But like I talked to I think I talked to my chat about it because I started watching more Halo. And I was like, in my chat's like, yo, you should have a watch party like Scump, because I would always just only join Scump for the random ass Halo watch parties. And they'd be like on Discord, and I'm just sitting there like, this is stupid. Not stupid, but like, this is just, Scump has, or COD has a whole official thing, and then like, oh, a Halo event, let's hop in a Discord, but we're really only talking when OpTic's playing, so it's like when they're not, they're gonna go play ranked, and it's just, for me, that's just not what I do, because I'm not playing COD, and it doesn't benefit me to play COD, so it's like, I have to figure out what works for me, and capitalize on that. So I was like, okay, so Scump's got the COD watch party, I can basically, shout out to Scump, laid the blueprint, and just ran with that. To be honest, the OpTic watch party blueprint, just ran with that. Took it to Halo, and then I was thinking, all right, so like, who could I make this work with? I heard there was the APG. He was retired as a player, but he was thinking about coaching. But I randomly hit him up, and I think it was for like the first Kson event or something. I was like, yo, if Kson can get us a setup there, would you want to go there and do a watch party? And he was like, fuck yeah. But he was also like, well, shit, I wish you would have texted me yesterday, because I just told FaZe I'm probably down to be their coach. But he was like, but if anything, I'm going to just try to not be their coach now, because I want to do that. I want to do the watch parties. So, I mean, long story short, me, APG, and obviously OpTic production shit figured out a way for us to start doing watch parties. And it's, the day we the first day we sort of did one, I think we were doing some shit before the event, but then at the first event, after that, it was just kind of APG. He's been 100%.
Dude,
he's been 100% into this shit. He's streaming 8, 9, 10 hours a day. The APG show, he's on it right at 9 a.m.
For those that don't know what's been going on in Halo since our boys won the last event, there's been like a huge roster mania between like the third and fourth team.
Yeah, we have a Halo pod after this. It's gonna.
Oh yeah.
APG, like, he just loves this shit.
And the central hub for all of your roster mania news is twitch.tv/appuregangster, or is it APG? And it's, I keep seeing like community vids on YouTube of like compilations of like what all is happening, and 80%, 90% of the video is just APG's
He needs
VOD.
to start copywriting this shit.
I know, because they're getting like 40,000 views.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to start copywriting this shit and say, you can post it, but I'm getting a majority share.
I'm getting a cut.
Because like APG, someone needs to do that just for APG. But I'm in the same boat as him, where it's like, who do I get? Yeah. Do I trust them? Are they sitting in my streams all day? If they are, how much do I pay them? I don't know what to do with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would feel like I'm like just underpaying someone. Like, damn, they're in my stream for 8 hours and I'm giving them like, how much would you even give them to like find shit to clip? Or is it like, do they get paid on finding good clips? Or like, I don't know. Is it a just monthly for sure thing? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But because APG was saying it on stream, like, he needs to, people be taking what he's saying, throwing up clips, get 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views.
What's happening right now with the LVT league?
Apparently there's a lot of, so if you guys don't know, because some people somehow don't, there's HCS, the Halo Championship
Series.
Halo Championship Series. And then under that is LVT Halo. So LVT Halo hosts, not only do they help host events, because they have their own little section, commentators, they're covering different streams, maybe even some of the open bracket, but they have analysts, a girl that hosts, casters. They have like there's like HCS with their main production, LVT with their main production, BTH with
Watch Party,
me, APG, and our production. So that's basically the three things covering Halo. There's obviously other fucking streamers.
Dude.
And shit. I know.
We love all Halo streamers,
We love
big
all
or
Halo
small.
streamers and
We
content
don't care
creators.
if you're we don't care if you're a speedrunner or a player or a streamer. We love you.
But let's just say that's the big three. But LVT, basically LVT after this past event, it was announced that there's going to now be a league, almost like CDL, how they have matches every weekend or something.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just going to be the weekend, but I don't know the details. But they basically announced like the players are going to have to start playing in these matches. At the end of these matches in 3 months, there's going to be a final tourney. There's $50K prize pool for the tourney, blah, blah, blah. And immediately, Formal sees that and goes, 50K prize pool for 3 months of your tourneys and getting you views? And, like, obviously, it's not like you get first place, you get 50K. It's broken down in between, probably top 8. Like, probably not a not-so-great payment for a 3-month.
$1,500 a person or some shit.
Yeah, like $1,500 a person for, or maybe like $2,500.
Yeah, probably 20. Yeah, probably 25.
Maybe like $2,500 a person or like $3K a person for 3 months of matches for them to get all the views on. And I don't know if there was something about I could be wrong here, but they might have said like the players can't stream it.
Yeah.
So everyone has to go to LVT.
Right.
It's like the CDL shit. Like the players can't stream their fucking matches.
Right.
I could be wrong on that. They could be able to stream, but I thought I heard something like that. So it would be great for me. I was excited. I was like, fuck yes. Make them work. Put up more matches, more watch parties. I'm fucking down. I'll drive here any evening, whatever, or afternoon, morning. But so for me, I'm applauding it. I'm supporting it. I want it to happen. I'm hyped. But then Form was like, fuck no. We're going to get this changed. We're not even going to play in it. But apparently they like have to play in it, or it's like,
why?
You completely, I think it's for like points or a seed or something, even though it's like something different. But there was like a reason why people would like have to play in it. There's incentive for the players to play in it, and I think it revolves around points or seeds or something. But so Formal was in his chat arguing with the LVT guy in chat, in which already I'm like, bro, you can't be in Formal's chat. He wasn't really arguing. He was like, hey, man, whatever you think, let me know. Like, I just want to make this good. So it's like he has a good attitude for it. Yeah. But you can't be typing in Formal's chat. One, I think it's unprofessional.
Hey, you! Give me back my friend! You know what I want! Don't give it to him, Skunk! Man, Hector's gonna kill us! Why'd you give it to him? Because it's the Cash App card. I can decline any suspicious transaction before I'm charged, and even use the nifty card lock feature the second we get out of here. That's money. That's Cash App. That's right.
For a limited time, new Cash App customers that watch this show may be eligible for a $10 sign-up bonus. All you have to do is download the app, use the code OpTic10 when creating your account, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10. That easy. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. To type in his chat.
2, when you're on the side that's getting beat in, you don't just type in chat. Like, you need to... You can't just be typing in chat, because when you're typing in chat, people are like, who's this fucking... Well, this guy's typing in chat, and the other chatters are verbaling you, Formal's talking, verbaling you. It's just, you're just getting fucking bombarded. So I don't like the fact that he was talking in chat and stuff. I would rather you say, if I'm the owner of LVT or something, or if investor in LVT, and then LVT's in Halo chats talking to Formal, talking to APG, and it's almost been like every single day. I'd be like, bro, stop that shit. Maybe get in a call with them or something.
Yeah.
There's
See that.
There's options to talk about this. And like, we can hold a meeting, go at this time, whatever works for y'all, after y'all scrims, whatever, we can hold a meeting, we can talk about it. But like, sitting in a chat is not going to be a good look for you, no matter what you say. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're sitting there saying like, we're down to make it work. However, We understand the pros POVs. Like, he was saying all the right things, but I'm like, it just doesn't matter. Like, Formal and his stream are already against. That's just the what's like the saying? I don't fucking know, but that's just how it goes. Like, once a few people start attacking him, like, everyone's just like, oh, this is what we're doing today. So I don't know. You can't do that. But apparently there is some issues that a lot of the pro players have issues with. Formal was pointing out the fact that he just feels like he's getting milked. He pulled a Dashie. It was even like APG and Maniac. I know they want this to happen. But
you were like, no.
I was like, yeah, no, that's true. I for sure want to milk you. I mean, realistically, that's just what it is.
I do think the league play system... I think a league match system is good, but like, I think it's a good addition to stuff. Like, I don't know. First of all, I think long weekend tournaments are always going to be better esports events than week matches. But like, if you had like a side league that was every Wednesday night, there's a match, or there's match days every Wednesday night, treat it like a softball, like men's softball league, then I think that works. But like, league matches as the official like esports like tournament side is just kind of...
So even like, you don't like how CDL does it?
No. COD was so much more hype when there was a full tournament every weekend, like a full online tournament. That's how you got your points.
That's like the 5Ks and stuff.
Yeah, like the 2Ks and the 5Ks and those, and then you get your points off of that, because then you're hyped because your team might win. Your team might win every weekend. Your team might win, and you could also still do matches like on Wednesdays for like I don't know exactly how it would work, but like if you want to do matches, you can, because it is cool to have like, oh, it's Wednesday night. Maybe the boys are going to play tonight, but like every single weekend being like, oh, do we have 2 matches or 1 match, or who's playing this week? What are the point standings? Like all that shit. It's so much more hype just to watch a tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I don't know what would be best, because I do understand the CDL format. I feel like that, like, it kind of has to be done, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to
do it, makes sense to me. Is it best for viewership? I don't know, because at times, like, you got shitty matches that no one gives a fuck about. But then when it's FaZe, OpTic, Thieves,
right?
People start, those are the actual matches, or even Surge at this point. But there's just matches people care about, matches people don't. If you throw a tournament, you're bound to see some great shit that day. Yeah, especially if it's like a Saturday and a Sunday event. You're bound to see some good stuff.
It just makes it feel more esports as well. It doesn't make it feel like it's trying to be the NFL.
Well, here's the issue: is Halo was doing open cups and open qualifiers after the events, but they would be for the not top 4 teams. So it's just like, it was just shitty. Oh, on Saturdays, it's basically shitty matches up until like 5 hours in. Then it'd be like 1 good match, then it'd end.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, it's just Sunday's decent, still like good teams, but it's like the 5 through 10 teams, and like sometimes there's a team change. This player didn't play. This team's going through a roster. So sometimes it's just like, bro, what are we even watching? Especially because there's not even the top 4 teams. And
why wouldn't they?
Because they don't have to play. They're already qualified for the tournament.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That, and I'm like, bro, this is stupid.
Yeah,
this is a waste of an online cup. Like, you need these top 4 teams. People all day in my chat. Where's OpTic? What's OpTic playing? Where's Shopify playing? What's FaZe playing?
I just feel like,
has FaZe won?
Have a good tournament every other weekend online. That's a full tournament. And that's all. That's all the. Make that happen.
I agree.
That's the premise. Make it happen.
Keep doing these stupid open cups and land qualifiers, but make it so the top 4 team have to fucking play.
Either not even that they have to play. But
even the players said they hate playing in those.
Not even have to play. Make it so they want to play in it.
Yeah.
Maybe have the top 4 in, and then have an open qualifier for the other 4 spots, and then the next weekend have an 8-team tournament with the top 8. Like
Renegade was like, I fucking hate these tournaments.
Yeah, because they have to play me and you for
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah.
For 10 hours before they finally play.
And it gives a chance for like some rando, like not a rando, but say like a TSM who's like might be better online.
Right.
Gives them a chance. And like, we just lost. Like OpTic was losing to Monster one time. And it's just like, tourneys like that, they're just like, bro, this ain't even real. This would never happen at an event. Servers laggy. This dude's a god online. Like these events are stupid. Like they have like that kind of mentality when it comes to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is gonna be. But yeah, I guess I got a Halo pod after this. APG's fucking ready.
He's ready.
Yeah, he's ready for this. I heard him on stream. He was like, "Yeah, Jack got a Halo pod." You know, he's so funny. He's like, "I got a Halo pod. You know, I'm blessed. I just want to, again, thank you to Maniac, OpTic guys." He's just like, I'm just so blessed. I fucking love this shit. Like it just, but
man,
he was like, yeah, I got the Halo pod later, and guys, it's gonna be a good one, man. We're talking about everything. There's a lot to talk about. I'm probably gonna be talking the whole time. Like, it's just like, I don't know. He was just excited to. It's nice seeing one of my best friends, someone I've known for so long, just especially like when you're on the OpTic Halo team and just the competitive side, like it's a good feeling. But then when you get let go. And then your career just like he went from winning or getting second to like top 16, top 12,
right?
Maybe a top 8. So it's just that kind of drop off. It's just like, fuck, what is my future gonna look like?
I was kind of worried about fucking. I think I don't think it's happened. I think he landed on his feet, but people were floating the idea of fucking PJ retiring.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
dude, no.
That was
No.
that was a thought. And I'm sure APG will break that down. I heard about it too. I'm sure APG will break it down on the drop pod.
But that's not happening.
But I mean, Snakebite's been playing 15, 16 years. A long time.
Fucking crazy.
And I know these motherfuckers got bread stashed. I know
You
they
think
were
so?
making. I mean, even from their OpTic salaries, keeping all that prize money. Streaming decently consistent the whole time.
He's won Worlds twice.
He's won Worlds twice. He won Worlds one time when it was $250,000. Just so they got money stashed up. But I do be wondering.
Snakebite's not driving Ferraris around.
I do be wondering. Even I'm not going to say what team, but it's rumored that let's just say a team that's seeded within the top 6. Their players are getting paid like $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Which
makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I agree. But
how are they supposed to make? I don't even know. How do you make that fucking money back?
I don't know. Especially with these lesser name of players.
Like Nemesis, I don't know if it is Nemesis or not. But Nemesis isn't landing fucking monster deal yet. Like Nemesis isn't landing.
How is Nemesis doing it?
Yeah,
some rich fuck over there.
Yeah, esports is run off of
rich
people milking rich people. Like for 90% of esports is run that way, and then the top businesses like have like avenues where they can like get sponsorships.
But like, do these rich people just think like, damn? Well,
a lot of it's like
there went $5 million, but like, whatever.
A lot of it's play money.
Yeah.
Like, how many esports teams are like, oh yeah, this top 16 team flew here in a private jet. Like you hear about that shit all the time. And it's because like somebody's got some fucking money.
Or even Nemesis, a top 6, I forget what their seed. Say a top 6, top 8 team. They're flying out here early, which that's flying out here early, going into an Airbnb or some shit, and like landing another team. Like, how expensive is that?
Oh,
they're here for like 2. They're here for like 2 weeks.
It's got to be.
And I'm just
so
like, for
expensive.
a Halo event, which they're gonna get like top 6, top 8. Like that's just. I don't know how they. So
it's somebody's passion project. Somebody's that little Nemesis, little purple dude.
Yeah,
that's somebody's passion project.
That guy does kind of piss me off.
I kind of fuck with him.
I kind of fuck with him.
I like him a lot.
He pisses me off because I kind of fuck with him. They need to like keep rolling with that.
Yeah, I know
that
they
little
do.
troll like smirky.
And I'm not saying don't follow your passions. Definitely follow your passions, but from because I think that's what esports is built off of too. but like, but I think pros are just kind of delusional in a sense. Like you think,
absolutely.
You think some people in the top, like, do you think some Halo kids that make top 8 are like, oh, now I'm gonna get a salary, maybe like
I heard a kid who
4K
plays
a month.
No, they don't think that.
They don't.
They probably used to because salaries were crazy back in like the first 2 years of Halo. But I remember a kid first 2 years of Halo. I think maybe he got a top 8, but I'm pretty sure it's just top 12, top 16s.
Yeah.
But like technically he was on orgs.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted out one time and was like, unless I get on an org that pays, I'm not going to compete anymore.
Like what?
And I'm just like,
Like,
bro,
shut the
you
fuck
have
up.
done nothing to be able to tweet that. But I also understand it because if I'm in issues, I'm thinking the same thing. I probably wouldn't tweet it, but I would be thinking like, bro, this shit is not worth. I'm not spending my own money to like go get a top 12 and shit. So
Yeah,
it's
like,
like it makes sense. I don't blame him for thinking it, but you can't say that with
I think it happened in Gears. Like, I don't know if it was our team. I don't think it was. I think we had left Gears at the point. But the team that had won all those Gears trophies, that team, fucking with the summons, explosive mental, and then the two they rotated the other two.
Can he bounce?
Can he bounce? But they're the best team in the game by far the best team in the game. And then there was another team that came along and like 1.5 times their salaries. Like, so the second place team, third place team, whichever team it was, bought a bunch of players for like almost double the salary of the OpTic guys. So now the OpTic guys are like, how the fuck are they getting paid that? But in reality, like, they don't deserve. It's not like you guys now deserve that. Yeah. It is those guys don't deserve that at all. And then it's just this like ladder.
That was like with COD in the beginning.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the early CDL and shit.
Fucking Enable getting 300K.
Why? That's always the one we come back to. And I don't know if this was Enable during his prime.
No, it wasn't.
That's the issue.
Surge Enable?
That's the issue.
No, Phase Enable was his prime.
Because, yeah, early on, I think Octane said he had an insane salary. Who else? Someone said, yeah, there was a few salaries that were mentioned, and it was just like, bro, Aches played like a few events, but
got slammed
in his
and he's still getting fucking racks.
Yeah, in his contract, it was like I could be lying. I'm gonna just say like $300,000 a year salary. First like 2 events or something just gets slammed, gets dropped, but in his contract he put that he has to get paid out, or like before the season started, that contract has to be paid out in full, no matter what happens. And he just got to get benched and fucking collect that fucking bread. Fuck. I feel like every dollar I've ever made is such like just a small little fucking keep adding on, bro.
At least for Aches, like I feel like that makes sense for him because like he played all of those tournaments when they were getting paid $300.
Yeah.
Like I wish Big Timer
smart move by
I wish Big Timer had sat the
Aches.
bench. Wish Big Timer had sat the bench. TP had sat the bench. Well, TP was getting the coaching. Wait, was he coaching then? No, he wasn't coaching. Like, I wish all the legends got their bag, but none of them did.
I wish I got to
Ace.
see Big T in his prime because it still don't make sense to me. Just his personality, I can see it. I can see him being good.
Yeah.
But when I put him on a team aspect, I want to know what he's like. Like, does he ever argue? Is there passion there? Is there?
I don't know.
Or is it just
well they teamed with Ray, so everyone was just kind of like
whatever he wanted
to do.
Ray, who was it? Ray, Merc, Big T,
Seth.
Yeah.
Sounds
like a nice little squad.
Yeah, I mean that was the first best team ever. That was the first best team ever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them a dynasty, but they
like
won.
That's like the final boss of
exactly.
That's Ogre 1, Ogre 2
for sure. Yeah,
Saiyan Walshy.
They won. I mean, I guess people could say like Fear Envy from like COD 4 days, but like that Modern Warfare 3 squad, like they won They won a lot. They won all the Modern Warfare 3 events, I think.
How old was Scump back in those days?
Like in 16.
Bro, I've been having these thoughts lately. Like, bro, Pomage is about to turn 30.
Yep.
Dude, when I met him, he was just big Dumbledore, fucking 18-year-old. Big dumb Dumbledore, rich.
Dumbledore.
I looked at him as just like a multimillionaire.
You know, Pam has the most subs in OpTic, the most subscribers in OpTic.
Oh, on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Makes sense. Even more than Seth?
Yeah, like 1 million more.
Damn.
Yes, I think Pam has like 3.5 and Seth has 2.1.
Pam was that gamer.
What was that gamer?
Pam was that gamer. But wait, what were we talking about? Why'd I bring up Pam?
Old.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I texted Bose this last night. And I don't know if it was the edible hitting, but...
Uncle Eddie's in town? Or Puppet?
This is just a fucking... first he texted me, yo, we linking tonight? And I was like, I'm sick, man. Sore throat and cough. No reply. Then I texted him last night at midnight. I was like, life's moving too fast, man. What the fuck's actually happening? I'm low-key almost 40. I swear I was just 19. My edible's hitting. Then I texted again at 8:40 a.m. Pomage is about to be 30. Let that sink in. There's not much time left, man. We got to clutch. He responds, I'm working on my album. I don't need negative thoughts, man. But it's true, man. Where is time going? The old motherfuckers weren't lying. The old motherfudgers.
Old heads, bro.
The old motherfudgers were not lying when they said this shit goes quick.
Hey.
Bro, I'm Hex's age when he was like starting this shit.
Pretty soon.
34-year-old phenom?
36.
Oh.
You got 2 years. You got 3 years.
Okay. I'm for sure remaking that shirt and selling it.
Pretty soon. I mean, we're going to be looking at curbs like, yo, is it safe to walk over there?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like actually weird. Like, I've been getting into some like, maybe it's the more, I don't know if I'd say religious, but spiritually religious. I'm just like, dude, this is so not understandable. Like, it's just from the earth to the sky to the sun to the space to the galaxy to the solar system to the galaxy to the fucking Milky Way to the Milky Ways around the Milky Way. It just doesn't. Our Milky Way, our clusters of galaxies is only a tiny cluster in front of other clusters, and it's just, it doesn't make sense. It's so big, it doesn't make no sense. And time's just flying. Time's just flying by. Like, I remember the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm going to be, I don't know if you heard me this, but I was like, I'm going to be shredded by June.
Oh, shit.
Game
month.
But it's game month, so, like, doesn't matter.
So, yeah, July.
But no, so I fucking, but it just goes so soon. Like, your, what do they call New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
Do you clutch up on them? Did you clutch? They still going strong?
They're still going.
Okay. But it's
Kinda.
just, it's just like, bro, that seemed not long ago.
Yeah.
It just goes so, like, we're damn near halfway done with this year. I thought this year just started. 2025? We're about to be in 2026 soon. Like, before you know it, we're going to be doing some kind of Halloween party here.
Somebody's just listening to this on their drive to work, having a panic attack now. They're like, oh my God. They were talking about Halo and Game Month earlier. What happened? Now I'm introspecting my psyche.
I used to date a girl who would refuse to talk about like the universe and planets and shit because it gives her anxiety. I'm like, I know. It fucking does. It does. I like can't get over it. It doesn't necessarily give me anxiety, but it does give me some kind of like brain block to where I'm like, God, I'll never understand it. But I don't know, man. Time's just flying by. I saw Pomage was turning 30 next, which is insane. I don't know. Life's just going too quick, man. Life's just, and I don't know. I'm like, life's moving so fast. Do I have to like put the phone down, start making plans, go to dinner, hang out with friends? What's the answer? What's the answer to a good life?
Matt?
Because this shit's going quick, Matt.
Matt said he don't know.
Matt did the emoji shrug.
And I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. There's got to be chat. What do you think, man? What's the answers to life? Because I feel, dude, this shit's flying by. The older you get, it also is just flying faster.
Yeah.
Fucking moved here,
bro.
7+ years ago.
I was gonna say, we've been here longer.
Almost 8 years.
We've been here almost twice as long as Chicago.
Dude, it don't make no. We were barely even in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were barely
We were there like 2 years. But that shit seemed like forever.
It seemed like so long, bro.
But then we move here and it's just like, is this
I see what those like phase kids are doing. They're moving houses. They're like, yo, RIP to the phase house. Here's the new phase house. And I'm like, boy, I hope those motherfuckers just live it up.
I think they are.
I'm sure they are.
I played a little bit of the phase house tour on my stream, and of course everyone's, I don't know how people watch this. These guys like so cringe, bro. What audience? I'm like, they're fucking audience, not us old heads.
Not you old fucks.
Yeah, we're in here
well, I wonder
playing
what
Minecraft.
I wonder what APG thinks about Lucid versus Stellar.
I saw Lacey making a
not Lacey.
top. Let's do Matt, can we do this? Let's do this. Pull up Notepad or something, or Microsoft Word. Top 10 hardest jobs. Lacey was doing this on stream. He started it off, or top 10 easiest jobs.
Easiest jobs?
Top 10 easiest jobs. Number 1, I'm going to tell you what he said, but I want to hear what you said, what you would think.
Easiest jobs.
Top 10 easiest
mental
jobs.
strain, or is just like easy to perform?
Just all around.
Top 10 easiest jobs.
It's just an easy-ass job. Keep in mind, Lacey's entire chat was spamming streamer.
No, streamer's not on there.
Yeah.
Cashier.
I was thinking OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is really good.
Yeah. Lacey put OnlyFans.
Yeah, let's put OnlyFans on there.
Number 2.
I mean, you have to get shredded, but
not really. There's a lot of not shredded girls.
I was thinking men because gay month. But yeah, I guess for girls, like if you're born with a set of cannons, like yeah, run it.
Number 2, he put models. That's being a model.
That's not.
But why not?
Because you have to.
Because people were arguing with him.
Because like models are like stupid thin, like Ozempic thin. Like supermodels.
I think a lot of it's genetics, though.
Yeah, I know it's hard.
I don't know if they're necessarily.
You're saying,
I don't know if they're necessarily even going out of there. Well, sure, they're probably. Oh, I got to shoot. Let me eat less for 2 weeks. I could be wrong. I understand. There's a lot of eating disorders.
Matt put podcaster.
Podcaster.
Wait, Matt put watch party.
Watch party, podcaster, and streamer. No, let's keep these to the end. Let's keep these to the end and actually talk about it, though. Because people do have things not so nice to say about
what?
Considering a podcast or a watch party or anything like that. They don't consider that, 1, a real job. 2, they think it's easy as fuck.
It's not easy. I mean,
well, let's save these for later, Matt. Number 2, he put model. I don't know if I'd agree with model.
I don't agree with model.
I don't know what I'd put for number 2, to be honest.
I don't agree with model.
Oh shit!
Reaction YouTuber is true.
Yes, reaction YouTuber.
True. That is true.
He put number 4, nurse. And that's I saw number 7, lawyer.
Yeah, I mean he's just trolling.
Yeah, no, he's just
fucking trolling. Professional athlete, number 8. Professional athlete.
They just yeah, professional athletes. Their job is easier than you working at a fucking leasing office. Just fucking helping people when they walk in the apartment.
Reaction YouTuber is I think that's
that might be number 2.
I think that's the only one on there I agree with. OnlyFans girl. Oh, he did put girl, which is sexist.
OnlyFans.
Because like OnlyFans in general.
Is number 2 TikToker? I don't even think, bro. I don't even think that's it, bro. I'm telling you,
like you got to be
come up with the ideas that to edit it, to execute.
If being a TikToker,
have the personality.
If being a professional TikToker was one of the top 10 easiest jobs, everyone would be able to do it. That's how I see it. Like if we're talking easy,
that's what
I can go out and just do it. That's why I would put cashier. I could be a cashier tomorrow. Probably. I could go to HEB. I could go to back to Walgreens. I've got experience, and I could be a cashier tomorrow. I could not be a professional TikToker or a model tomorrow.
Bro, you literally just set your camera up, do a stupid dance, and upload it.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it wouldn't fucking work. You got to have the lighting, the choreography, the smile, the energy, the luck, aura, the luck.
Definitely the luck.
The editing. It's definitely not. Easy is just a weird word.
Easy is that's the part.
It is easy.
That's the part that like is skewed.
But it doesn't mean it's not hard.
Oh wait, he put it in ChatGPT.
It's easy, but it's not. But that doesn't mean it's not hard to obtain.
Top 10. This is what ChatGPT says. Top 10 easiest jobs: librarian assistant, data entry clerk, which makes sense. They tell you what to put in, you put it in. Receptionist, that also makes sense.
Yes, receptionist was what I was trying to think of earlier.
A tour guide, that sounds fun. Tour guide sounds fun. A tutor. I don't know about tutor.
Yeah, I don't know about tutor.
Remote customer service representative. A park ranger assistant. Okay. Sounds easy and fun. Hotel front desk clerk. I've heard that's easy. Surveillance monitor security. That sounds easy because 99.999% of the people aren't trying to break in. So what are you really securing? Freelance proofreader or editor. I mean, I don't know how well that's going to pay, but I just don't think.
Yeah, I mean, those make sense.
Yeah, that's when I think of easy jobs, that's where my brain goes. Is like hotel clerk, hotel. I mean, it's not the most fulfilling jobs, but if you're just thinking easy, then
see, I just know there's a receptionist sitting in my chat talking shit about how easy I have it. I'm just like, bro, no, wait, let's really think about it. I understand you may think it's how easy I have it because of maybe what I make and, you know, the brand that I've created and the people watching me. I can also make money in other avenues, whether it's merch or we do the watch party, and that's another avenue. But to say being a receptionist is easier than being a streamer or watch party or a podcast, I feel like is insane. You mixed it
up. You mixed it up.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're saying being a receptionist is easier.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You said it backwards, but I get it.
Yeah. But there's so many jobs. This is why I have an issue with the whole 9 to 5. Because people would just say what's harder, being a 9 to 5 or being a streamer? And I'm like, well, there's a million things. There's a million jobs that being a streamer is harder than. But then there's a lot of jobs where obviously are hard, 9 to 5s that are harder than being a streamer.
And it just depends on what you mean by harder. What is it? Physical strain?
People just combine 9 to 5s and are like, no, if you have to show up to a place from 9 to 5, it sucks more. It's fucking harder. I mean, just because it sucks more and it's less fulfilling does not mean it's fucking harder.
Yeah, that's what I think. Harder and easier is just they're not great.
And
words.
I'm not trying to make it seem like streaming's the hardest job in the world. It is fulfilling, but it is stressful. You look at your ups and downs every single day. You'll go through weeks of downs. You'll go through slight ups, but it's mostly all you think about is like the downs and what you could do better and how you weren't in the best mood and you're talking nonstop and you put on a front. It's like hosting a fucking radio show. Unless you're a person that can just like get on. See, like I feel like Seth has a beautiful mix that he's earned of like, he'll get on, he's in that entertainment, like, what's up, chat, is loud and talking and having fun. But then it's like, all right, now I'm in a game for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just like gets locked in on the game, and he's not like trying to be entertaining, but he's just so good that it is entertaining. But then there's people like me to where when I get on streaming, I have to think of something funny, put on some music, do a little dancey dance, fucking high energy, funny, some funny stuff on Minecraft, a little bit of rage bait, interesting conversations, and I'm talking the whole fucking time. And it's just so it's simple, but it's not easy.
It's just very stressful. I've worked 9 to 5s, and they suck. Like, I think that, like, if I go back to where I was as a 9 to 5, like when I worked a 9 to 5, and if I heard a streamer say, yeah, well, this is harder, I probably would have been pissed, because like I would have been like, yeah, sure, it's hard. If it might be harder, but it's way better.
Yeah.
And so is working in content, is working online in gaming, esports, is working on this side of the internet better? Absolutely, it's fucking better. Of course it is better. But when I worked at Walgreens, or I worked at Jason's Deli, or I worked at like my fucking like recording gigs, that was it was just clock in, put my little social security number in, click the button to clock in, and then when I was done, I hit the button and I clocked out. And like that was all, and everything was surface level while I was there. But like doing other shit is like way more mentally taxing, but it is way, way better. So it's just like, is it harder or easier, or is it's just not the way, like, just
because your job is way less fulfilling does not mean it's harder.
If it's easier, it's worse, is how I see it. So like, if you want a harder job, is gonna be like a harder, mentally, like, thought-provoking job is going to be better, is how I see it.
Yeah.
But a harder job that's physically demanding, like a construction worker or something where you use your hands, that is harder on your physical body, and it's worse.
Yeah.
So like it's just how people say it. And also, like, everyone's job is different over here as well. Like, I think Queso went viral saying, yeah, of course this is fucking easy. Or he didn't say fuck because he doesn't curse. Of course this is easier. Getting on and streaming, of course this is easier than what I've done. Of course, it's the easiest job in the world. But also, Queso hits go live, and he has 30,000 people watching him. He just has the it factor.
Yeah.
Not everyone has that.
No, that's not even the 1% of the 1%. That's like the 0.01%.
It's him and Kai. But even Kai, like, puts an enormous amount of effort. He puts an enormous amount of effort. It's not a job,
it's his life.
Right. Queso literally is like, what game am I going to play? And he clicks go live, and he's just the best at it. Yeah. Like, he is the best on Twitch at hitting go live and being him, and like having a community, and like a lot of I would say a lot of people don't have that. Nobody else has that. Yeah. But again, like, I don't know. But he also worked a physically demanding job before that. So he probably
obviously going from where he was to what he does now, it's just night and day. And of course,
I love how top 10 easiest jobs over there is just OnlyFans.
I mean, I don't know if anything else does kind of work.
I think,
like, does anything else need to be thrown on the list anymore? I thought we were actually going to go through the list, but honestly, ChatGPT, I feel like
ChatGPT kind of,
it actually made it make sense.
Yeah, it is quite literally the easiest.
Let's try to do top 10 easiest jobs, and then we'll get off here. Top 10 easiest jobs, esports edition.
Ooh,
so we're counting production
in gaming. Top 10 easiest jobs in gaming.
Let's just start listing words. Maybe bring up another one to just start listing words.
Oh, can you put it in? Oh, I thought we were putting in ChatGPT.
So streamer, podcaster,
reaction YouTubers
reaction
is for
YouTuber,
sure up there.
production.
That shit is a cheat code.
CEO.
CEO is definitely easy. Yeah.
Definitely in that one. Pro player.
Pro coach.
Pro coach.
Mm.
And I mean, we could do stuff like analysts. What are they called? Commentators.
I feel like these are all very hard.
Analysts, commentators, hosts. Maybe a host / interviewee.
Bro, these are all
like Guy Blaze.
These are all extremely difficult. All of them.
Well, let's rank
except
them.
for reaction YouTube.
How many do we got? Reaction YouTube, streamer, CEO, pro player, pro coach, analyst, commentator, host. What else is there? Let's think in pro player, pro coach.
Producer.
Podcaster, producer.
Watch partier.
Watch party. Do watch party as well. All right. Top 10 easiest jobs in gaming. I think number 1's reaction YouTuber.
Of course. And now all of the other ones. 2 is watch party streamer.
Yeah.
And now all of
2 is pro coach.
No. Absolutely.
I don't want to hear this fucking coding
Absolutely
shit from JP Krez. I don't give a fuck about him and his coding and breaking down fucking gameplay. I want to see Damon's fucking point of view. I get it. You yell at the team. You figure out, we did this wrong.
So you think Damon's job is easier than what you do?
See, now you're putting people in my ass.
I'm just asking the general question. You think Damon has it easier than Seth?
Don't know what Damon does. Do I think Damon has it easier than Seth? Yes.
You're insane.
You don't think so?
No, Seth shows, and Seth puts
watching
a lot of
from
effort.
a third POV and just being like, oh no, we got to do that better.
You think that's all? You don't think he watches other VODs?
I mean, he probably does. Just
but
watching gaming, how hard is that?
These guys, so the watch party guys, you guys, you sit down and you watch the events or you watch the series, but then that's it. Damon's in this call for 8 hours a day, watching the mini map for 8 hours a day, and also watching other teams' POVs.
I want to know how serious they take it. Because from watch partying, I'm like, it's energy the whole fucking time. Like there will be times where we're sitting there and we're just like locked in. Then in between we'll have like guests and we're interviewing and talking and but it's just high energy all fucking day.
I will say coach is probably
and you're on camera like just entertaining thousands. Like pro coach, it's like you're in your own little bubble, you're kind of chilling, you're paying attention to gameplay. What can I give my players from this? I don't know if I'd put pro coach over.
I don't even think pro coach is 3. I think podcaster is 3.
Fuck no. Dude, podcasting is so much hard. I mean, it depends on the person. Some people can podcast with complete ease. The amount of stress I would feel over podcasting compared to being a pro coach, I think would be astronomically less if I was a pro coach.
Okay, so let's say
you're a coach.
Let's say
so you don't get the blame.
Let's say you're a coach. Let's say you're not even lunch, not even best man. Let's say you're Royal One, and you're coaching a brand new. You never coached Not Your Brother before. Let's say you guys get top 16. Now Now they might be like, well, our coach. They might put the blame on you.
I'm like, yeah, there's not much to do. These guys just suck. Like a coach, it can't save a fucking team.
Yeah, but there
Bro,
goes.
You have Formal saying COD doesn't need coaches.
But there goes. Well,
you got one of the best players of all time saying COD doesn't even need coaches. But apparently, it's the hardest job. Well, let me put some stuff into context. Never once have I watched. I'm not hating, but never once have I watched or know what they even do. Like I don't. Right. I'll see them sitting back there, but it's like I don't know what they're breaking down. I don't know how extra they're being. I don't know if they're how many hours a day they're putting into it. So I truly don't know, and I could be completely wrong. But it's what I know of as a coach from a Halo player, that shit's fucking easy as fuck. But it is different in Call of Duty. I'm not up to date with what they do.
I bet you it's different in...
But I just feel like being able to like sit there behind the pro players.
But you're not just calling out overshields anymore.
Well, they're not doing anything. They're just watching and being like, okay, we could get better at this.
All right, we can put pro coach at 3 then.
We can do watch party.
Pro coach at 3, podcaster at 4.
I feel like podcasting's hard to me. Like I would put, when we put it up on the list, can you take it down on the bottom list? I guess.
You think podcasting's harder than streaming?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Pro player, podcaster, CEO, analyst.
I think analyst.
Commentator.
I think analyst is next.
Yeah, let's do analyst.
After podcaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think analyst is next. I think host is after that. I think commentator is after that. Then producer. Then pro player, then CEO. Oh, wait, sorry, we still have streamer. Streamer in between commentator and producer is where I would put it.
Okay.
Because I've produced events and streaming is much easier, I think. That would be my list.
Yeah, I'd maybe bump streamer up of 1 or 2. I don't know.
Like you think streaming?
Because like a host is a tough job. Like you have to, it's a skilled tough job. You have to know how to host, how to carry conversation, know how to segue shit. Like it's a tough skilled job. So I was gonna say throw streamer above that, but I was like streaming every single day compared to like that. It's like streaming's almost the same, not the same thing, but it's like you sign on, you got to entertain. Blah, blah, blah.
You're your own host.
It's longer hours. Yeah. It's you're nonstop. So I don't know. I kind of like that. CEO 11 though.
You think?
I don't know, bro. Listen, I've seen Hex with his injured toe for 3 weeks now. Attends a few meetings, plays a little Minecraft. Plays some COD, chills in the theater room.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be. I think he got
exposed a little.
He's got an easy life.
I don't think he has an easy life, but I do think CEOs.
You think being a streamer is harder than being a CEO?
Listen, man, I don't know what it takes to be CEO. Mm-hmm. I think there's a skill set Hex has that I do not have, so I would not be able to do it. So if a way of, being in meetings, talking to people, knowing certain information, knowing, he has talks with lawyers, he has talks with other CEOs, he has talks with other businessmen, sponsors, fucking any of that. So I will say there's obviously no. So I would not put it above streamer.
So here's what I'll say for you putting it above pro player.
But sometimes I think people reach CEO status, and I'm not saying this is Hex, because Hex will die if he's not involved. But I think there are CEOs that like they reach that and then it's just, okay, how can here's my massive salary. Let's break that down a little bit and then just have everyone else do the work.
That's what Hex tried to do.
Yeah.
Then they tried to sell the COD team.
Yeah.
They had to step back in.
So for Hex specifically, CEO, no, I do feel like there's a lot of CEOs that probably, listen, not saying they didn't work their ass off to get there, but there probably are a lot of CEOs that don't have to do fucking much besides show up, smile, make sure the workers are happy, and then. But I mean, I guess I can't really yell at this list or be too mad at this list. Top 10 easiest jobs in gaming, reaction YouTuber. For sure. Watch party streamer, for sure. Well, maybe pro coach. I don't know. Pro coach after that. Podcaster. after pro coach. Now, why did we put podcaster after pro coach?
It's podcasting. The base of podcasting is pretty easy. You talking to a microphone.
Everything's fucking easy when you just
break it down.
Yeah.
Pro player is easy. You just play.
You can make anything. Yeah, being like a Warzone pro. Oh, video games. Touch guitar. Oh, boom, boom, boom. He's down. Resby. Our Warzone team just walked by. Which one were we on? The podcaster? Podcasting's just, I don't know about you, but I stress when I get my content sheet.
You are you're stressed. You told me you get stressed at every pod that's not Fly.
Yes. But when we are doing a Fly and we have a guest, then I'm stressed.
Yeah.
But like today, not so much stress.
So I don't stress you out one-on-one?
No. I was thinking.
Shout out June.
I was thinking Junior? Or
what?
The month we're in. Shout out. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking Junior, my little angel, my little baby.
No,
my son.
Shout out him too.
Shout out June too. Shout out Jane.
Shout out Junior, yeah.
So okay, podcasting. I get stressed. I feel overstimulated. I feel like I have to prepare. I have to do a little bit of, I wouldn't say research, but it's up to your brain to just think of shit. To me, it's stressful. Analysts.
I think being a commentator might be harder than being a streamer. Commentating is so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could see that. But it's like, do you count that? Commentating is harder than being a streamer. I will, yes, 100%. But are we counting like the hours people do it? Like, is commentating an hour and a half match harder than streaming for 8 hours?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know. You kind of have to have it. I don't know.
But I do agree commentating, because I'll try to commentate. And I'll commentate like half a match, and I would just be like, holy shit.
Should I just tweet this? I'm going to tweet this.
The fact that we should troll and put CEO and after, like, CEO is number 2 before watch party streamers for the picture.
Okay, yeah. Wait, CEO.
Make CEO number 2.
CEO, yeah. And then...
Wait, does that make sense?
And then watch party. Maybe we let's flip commentator and watch party streamer. And then this will be for the picture. Because I feel like that one at least is like believable, that people might think that your dumbass would say that, or that we would say that collectively.
That we said watch party streamer was
yeah. Watch party.
One of the harder jobs.
Yeah.
Streamer, producer.
There
you go.
All right, and you can like delete 12.
There you go. Reaction YouTuber number 1, CEO number 2, commentator number 3, pro coach number 4, podcaster, analyst, host, watch party streamer, producer, pro player. That's your list, man. That's the top 10 easiest jobs in gaming, guys. Hitch, do you have anything left to say? We got the drop pod starting soon.
Oh, good luck on your second pod.
We didn't even talk about... Yeah, pod stressed me the fuck out. What was I about to say? I read a text and then it ruined my day. Oh, didn't even talk about your little vacation or whatever you did.
Yeah,
but I guess we can.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later whenever we have a guest, and we'll just talk about us. And
I'm trying to get attached this week because he just retired. Would you be down? Matt? Would you be down to go to the cigar bar right over here?
I mean, we'd have to ask them if they would.
Yeah, we'd have to. I would have to ask them. Because
I feel like they're like, that's like a quiet.
Yeah.
That's
kind of what I was thinking. Like, what's a good like retirement, like place? And maybe I was thinking like a whiskey bar or like a cigar bar.
I mean, we could sit outside.
It's fucking hot, bro. It is so hot. If the camera was, if the camera was,
well, dying, it just can't be in sun. That camera was in direct sun.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll figure something out, man. We know this is just a regular, back to our roots, boring yap a little bit. But sometimes we might need this, a little humbling. We can't just switch it up every single time.
We can't just always save OpTic.
Yeah, like we have to take weeks off.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to be us too.
Well, that's going to do it for the Flycast, man. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next episode, there will be a guest. We'll figure it out. We'll switch up the scenery. Thank you guys so much for watching. Matt, Craig, play the outro music.